Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now we had a super middleweight slash cruiserweight fight, you know what I mean, with Danny Jacobs versus your boy Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? Chavez Jr. missed weight, right? They supposed to come in 168. He missed weight. He came in 172, something. You know what I mean? 172 point something. You know what I mean? So he came in overweight. But then, Danny Jacobs and them, they fought him anyway. And then, when you rehydrate, even from that, you should have seen him when they looked in the ring. If you haven't seen the fight, you know, the dude is way bigger than Danny Jacobs. But what at least happened was made Danny Jacobs have to show people who probably didn't know how he can box and deal with someone that much bigger than him. He also adversity that he hasn't had to deal with much, and he showed his boxing talent. And Chavez Jr., he was coming forward, but with that weight advantage, you're gonna come forward. And he threw some punches. He was in the fight a little bit. I gave the first round even. I was trying to be very fair, gave it even. And I even gave Chavez Jr. the round two, and he didn't really deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be, but he's basically being outboxed. But Chavez Jr. when he would hit him with one or two, those solo punches, not really combinations, then the crowd would go off, and then people would miss those three, four, five return blows from Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs basically outboxed the guy and showed him what time it was, stood with him from time to time, and basically stopped him. I think his nose was broke. I haven't really looked at any post-fight anything, but it looked like his nose was broken. He just couldn't stop the nose from bleeding. He told his corner he couldn't really breathe, so it was a stoppage, 6-round stoppage. And people got pissed, start throwing stuff in the ring. Now I think they were pretty much mad at Chavez Jr., but to his defense, who knows when his nose is broken? For example, what if his nose is broken in round 4 or 5, and he's just said, I'm gonna give it a round or two, and I'm gonna go at him because in round 6 he was looking pretty good, right? Round 6 or at the beginning of round 6 or the round 5 I think it was. 'Cause I think he got stopped in the beginning of the 6th. So he looked good in the last round that was fought. Chavez Jr. was throwing some punches, but he was getting countered real bad too. But he was in there. His best round was the round before it was stopped. So I think his nose broke to the point where he wouldn't have been able to breathe or stop it from bleeding. But crowd got upset, meaning that people want you to be in the ring. You know what I'm saying? If you can, be in the ring. I've told you, Vitaly Klitschko. I'm still mad at him for stopping me, Chris Bird. At the end of the fight, he couldn't fight one round because his shoulder got messed up. I don't know what happened exactly, but he had another one arm and only one round to fight against Chris Bird. I know people are like, well, what's the big deal? Vitaly Klitschko is 6'7", 240 something, totally fit, powerful, right? Little old Chris Bird about 6'2", and he's a defensive fighter. Came up from middleweight. You can't jab, and you was winning like every round. You can't jab one round. You can't jab one round. But y'all know I roll with Vitaly now. I ain't a Klitschko fan, but I'm a Vitaly fan. Vladimir or whatever. Well, Vitaly is the man, right? But I still look at that. I'm like, come on now, dude. But then you want to fight Lennox Lewis with your eye about to pop out. I don't know. So, going back to the thing, you don't know when a fighter has to stop. Maybe, so I don't know what's happening in the post fight residue, what he's gonna say. But Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is basically it's a weight problem waiting to happen. You're fighting at 168, you can come in at 168.5. You can't come in at 4 or 5 pounds heavier. That's just unprofessional. So try to fight it. But if you try to fight at 175, Fanfare let him know don't do that anymore. So I don't know where he would ever fight. I don't know, but some people, you got to retire and this. I don't know. You could probably find something. You could probably find something. I don't know what's going to happen with him going forward. Now, when it comes to Danny Jacobs, right? He blessed us again with another fight. This guy is a blessing to have somebody like that, well-rounded, great fighter. Just showed his boxing skills. Win close fights against Golovkin, which he won against Golovkin by 1 round. But it was definitely a close fight against Golovkin, close fight against Canelo. He probably didn't win the fight against Canelo, but he was definitely in there, right? This guy here is just all that. He's came back from not only cancer, but come back from being stopped early get against the guy named Russian guy. Bad boy. But he had to quit. Bad boy. We would have been hearing about him a lot more, but he had to quit after not too many fights after that fight. He stopped Jacobs. But Jacobs would come back from everything, and he's one of the best. The guy's eloquent. Just a good guy. He's a good guy who would be a mega star anywhere else but America. Bottom line. And that brings me to the point about America. What do I call boxing? Why? What do I call boxing? When you look at the Ring magazine and all the stuff that's going on in boxing, it's BTBG, whether you like it or not. That's what it really is. BTBG, beat the black guy, right? Danny Jacobs coming here is way smaller than this dude and getting booed. Way smaller than this dude. The dude misses weight, way bigger than him. The cruiserweight against the middleweight. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And the fans are going for the other guy all the time. Reminds me of Tyson Fury and Wilder. You over here pity patting, the dude 50 pounds lighter is following you and they going for that guy. You know what I'm saying? Timothy Bradley fighting Pacquiao, right? He's in the fight. And then both of his ankles are twisted. And he's still trying to fight Pacquiao. And then the competitive fight with Pacquiao gets the nod. He gets death threats. What the hell, man? Man, listen. It's just funny what these brothers get these fights coming in and thinking what they got to do. You know what I mean? I got to do much more. Michael Hunter trying to do much more against Povetkin. Why? You beat him. Can we beat him? Can a crowd go for a brother? Why? What could you have against Danny Jacobs? Coming in the fight. When that dude weighed 172 at the weigh-in, Danny Jacobs said, bye, man. I ain't got time for this. But no, he ain't. You know what? It's a high-profile fight. People need to see me again. I ain't got time to not. People don't be forgetting about me. You know what I mean? That's why I'm pretty sure he did it. Not hearing that in the interview, but I'm pretty sure it's like, man, I ain't got time to. I went through my training camp. I did what I had to do. I can't just not take this fight. I'm just gonna fight this cruiserweight. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, because people need to make sure that that I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm still hungry. He'll come back down. They fought at 168 or 172, whatever you want to call it. But he'll go back down to middleweight to fight Charlo, for example, because ain't nobody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right? I don't really want to see that one. But okay, Jacobs and Charlo. Not Andre and Charlo, because you guys don't unify yet. You guys get one. Jacobs had his chance against Canelo and GGG. So, okay, you can go and do that. Right? But it is what it is. I think was blessed by seeing him to do that. You know what I'm saying? To come back and show that he can box, which he's shown before. But I'm saying a guy this big and dangerous and knowing what he's doing, you gotta be. This wasn't when Canelo fought that silly weight drain, looked like a mummy weight drained. Chavez Jr. against Canelo. That wasn't. This is a full dude just came for Thanksgiving. you know, just came. That's when he just left the table to come there, and you about to fight this dude. You know what I'm saying? And so that was not. It was dangerous to do, and he was in there and he showed again what he's all about. Right? Showed again what he was all about. So when I'm saying BTBG, I know people probably don't like it, but stop being that way because it's true. You know what I mean? And then it's sad that it's true. I mean, we're looking at Tyson Fury and Wilder. Everybody's Tyson Fury won the fight. You know why? Because when you was watching it live, you thought he was going to get knocked out any second. So everything he did do, if he did one of these and got a 1-2 in, that was his round. Matter of fact, he did 1-2 in round 3 or 4, you gave him 2 rounds because of that 1-2 you saw. But that's not what really happens. And let's make sure, Tyson Fury the best heavyweight in the world, but let's be sure about this if everybody's going to be saying that. A lot of his Tyson Fury thing has to do with size, right? Size. He's huge, right? You put Tyson Fury at 6'3", then he's a Malik Scott, which means you're awesome. You're still a great boxer, but you probably won't be top 10, right? Malik Scott, someone who's crafty, slick, but don't have that pop. Malik Scott gives everybody trouble, okay? Tyson Fury will still give people trouble, but you ain't knocking nobody out, so you probably won't be in that upper echelon, right? That's a size. Same thing with Deontay Wilder. Size means something. A smaller Deontay Wilder would still be a problem though, because he got punching power. Don't believe me? 2 words: Herbie Hyde. What about them two? Herbie Hyde. Little old 6'2" dude, about 208 pounds. And don't be running up on Herbie, right? You had to be Vitaly Klitschko to beat Herbie, right? You had to be. Herbie had a serious run. Unorthodox. I'm coming to knock people out, even though I'm smaller and skinnier. Sound familiar? Yep, that's what Deontay Wilder would be if he was smaller. That's still a problem. Tyson Fury is a little bit different. So when we're looking at all these things in the nutshell in the BTBG without going in on, Daniel Jacobs wasn't allowed to celebrate because they were throwing bottles and cans and beer and stuff after they're being upset. But guys, keep your eye on this guy and get behind Daniel Jacobs because he deserves it. It's something good in boxing there. A good guy. And let's just follow him, man. The dude he's handling his business. It's not like he's running from fights or won't fight anybody. Does a good job. Also switches southpaw, orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of things. So let's get behind him and congratulations to him. That was a very good performance in my opinion. Because I think that, like I said, Chavez was not drained. That was Chavez coming in doing stuff. Chavez said he did a great training camp. So you can't. There's no excuses there. So you made him stop by busting that nose up. Can't do much more than that. So congratulations, Daniel Jacobs. And like I said before, he blessed us. Make sure you understand and know when you've been blessed. Because you have been. Daniel Jacobs, baby. Congratulations. Dome Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.